Hi there, what's your name?
Hi, my name's Jody.
Jody.
I was really interested in the videos that they showed right before and the rebuttals that you were using. Do you have any kind of pamphlets or something like that with the rebuttals that
Yeah,
you were
that's good.
using?
So
we
I've
can
been this
have-
I've been this sort of little pro-life speaker that's never had a platform or an organization, and now I'm building my own organization. And so because of that, I haven't had the resources and funds to create pamphlets and all this stuff, but
Yeah.
we're going to start doing that very soon.
Oh, good.
But I do have a podcast episode called 10 Questions for Pro-Choicers. So if you just Google that, 10 Questions for Pro-Choicers Unaborted, the name of the podcast, you'll find it. And we go through some of those questions. But yes, very soon, we're about to make our first hire so I can have an executive assistant. We're going to be traveling. We're going to be filming content. I'm going to be debating pro-abortion kooks on university campuses.
Okay.
And we're going to be creating resources for our allies of the White Rose Resistance, we call it.
Okay.
And so more is coming soon. Okay. But I know it's very helpful, and so we want to provide that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's very interesting how the simple asking of questions can make all of progressivism implode on itself.
Yeah.
And,
well, you were
and,
really articulate.
Well, and we know this, but you know who
Yeah.
just taught us this once again was Matt Walsh. What is a woman? It's like, if you ask me that transphobic question again, this interview's over. That's what one professor said. It's like, if I ask you the question, what is a woman again? And he's like, yeah, that's transphobic. It's like, my point is this. There are some questions that you can ask that literally make liberalism implode on itself. And so one of those I did in this thing was this. Hey, pro-choicer, have you ever heard of the drug thalidomide? And they're like, oh, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, well, it was an anti-nausea medicine that pregnant women took in the 80s, I believe, in the late 70s. And it was great at getting rid of nausea, except all the babies were born without arms or legs. And now, not all of them, but many of them, and we've all seen the pictures. Right. So here's the question. Here's a good one for a pro-abort. I call them abortophiles. Hey, if a woman has tried every other form of anti-nausea medicine and it hasn't worked, and she asks her physician for thalidomide, he says no because of the health risk to the child. She finds some illegally and takes it anyways. 8 months later, her baby's born without any arms or legs. Did she do anything wrong? Now notice why this question is brilliant. Most pro-choicers, do you know what answer they give me when I say, did she do anything wrong? They say yes. Without fail, most pro-abortion activists that I've asked that question to say, yes, she did something wrong. To which I say, who are you to judge her reproductive health care decisions? The fetus has no right to her body anyways. Therefore, if she can dismember the baby, why can't she intentionally harm the baby in a way that might still allow the baby to live? Are you telling me that harming a child is worse than murdering a child?
Yeah, those are good.
So there are a lot of questions like that we can ask. And one of the goals of my new organization is to create thousands of Seth Grubers, just ninjas, just like all over the place, just demolishing progressivism. Because here's the thing, the left has been so devoted to equipping and raising up their leaders to be unapologetic, bold, and loud in the promulgation of their ideas. And conservatives stay nice and quiet, nice and winsome, nice and gentle. I want to be like Jesus, very meek. By the way, if you correctly translate the word meek, from the Greek, when he says, blessed are the meek, for they will inherit the kingdom of God. Meek, correctly translated, means those with swords who know how to use them but keep them sheathed.
Yeah. Okay.
In other words, the projection of strength.
Right.
And if we don't have more of that in this Kairos moment where it feels like we're in the final fight for freedom and liberty in America, then we will lose. And so that's one of the goals of my organization is to equip people with those kind of tools. Go to thewhiterose.life, become a donor, or sign up for our email list, and you'll receive those tools.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.